Sister Kim Davis, we applaud and we commend your spirit, even in your fight of faith. Revelation 2:10, Jesus said, "But be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life that fadeth not away." Sometimes our lives are going to be put on the line until our lives are tested. It is to tell the test whether we stand or whether we fall in our religious conviction with our God. But one thing about President Obama, he has changed things in our world, but it did not all start because of him. All of these types of sins and things was already in our world, but President Obama is our leader. He is the one that is in charge. And we as a nation, we did not have the opportunity to go and to vote and to see whether or not that laws would pass and that men would uphold these things. But a man is standing in the place of God. He's putting himself in God's place as if he is God. President Obama, he is not God. All governing court bodies, those peoples, they are not God. And just because we work at those places, it don't mean that we can make people do things against the nature of God. And you wonder what make people snap. You wonder what make people act the way they do and go in places with guns and bombs and everything else. Look at how you treat people in this world. People that try to do right, you don't want people to do right. People that want to do wrong, you call wrong good. You call good evil. God said it would be like that. And certainly these things have taken shape and have taken place in our world. God created a man. God created a woman. Now the question is, what are you? In Genesis 5:2, the Bible said that male and female created he them. He blessed them. He called their name Adam in the day in which they were created. God created man. He created woman. Romans 1:32, the Bible said, "Who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them." Sometimes we can take the pleasure of other men's sin and we become rather just as worse. Paul, he told the Thessalonians in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, he talked about men that can become atheists, men who are antichrist, men who uphold God's command and point up toward the sky and say, "Where is God? Who is God? If there is a God, why don't he come down? Why don't he show himself?" But man can continue to point. He can continue to do all of these things, but God is in heaven. Psalm 9:17, the Bible tells us, "The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God." No matter how our world has changed, no matter what is going on, as Paul told the church at Thessalonica, he said in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who upholds it and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." You have all of these people, even President Barack Obama, people that want to pretend as if that they're God. They have changed and legislated and dictated laws of God's command, and the world is choosing to follow after these things. No matter how many signs you hold up, no matter how many flags.